I'm trying to overcome like making eye contact because I don't make eye contact with people because eye contact makes me like hella nervous. Anyways, everyone's been asking me where I got this shirt from. I want to tell y'all, but I feel like if you don't listen to his music, then it's kind of pointless. But anyway, again, to make it Ryan might see. Um, I started out doing all the cool stuff in 2009 with a group of people that I really don't talk to anymore. But I mean, we're all still out here in Dallas doing our thing. Shout out to them. But I started out with like a basic Sony Cybershot. It was a Christmas gift, and it was just because at this time, like MySpace was popping, and you wanted to have like all the cool pictures, but you needed a digital camera to like do that because that's when we were on like Photo Bucket. I say like a lot. I don't know. Anyways, so I started charging people like $20, and Christmas 2000. Going into 2010, I got my first Nikon, and like I created an alias name Nikon Fiasco because at the time I was a big fan of Lupe, so I was like Nikon Fiasco. But anyways, that's lame. So my camera quality got better. I still didn't know what I was doing, but I started shooting more, and then next thing you know, it branched out a little bit more, and by this time we're not on MySpace really, we're on Facebook and Twitter. Like, this is the new era of Twitter. So Twitter wasn't what it is today yet, but we were on that. But there was Tumblr. Putting my stuff out there, even though it wasn't what I saw on Tumblr just yet, but I still put it out there because I wanted to be cool too. And I didn't really get that much like feedback in 2010 because I was still kind of like figuring it out, I guess. Anyways, then I left for school, went to PV for a year, and I didn't take my camera, so I really didn't get to do anything out there with anyone because my parents didn't want me to focus on the whole photography thing while being away at school, so it sucked. Ended up leaving anyways. Let me rephrase that. I came along a human being that goes by the name of Ashley. And Ashley, I don't even know how she found me, to be honest, or if I found her, but she had an organization called House Models, and basically she managed models in Dallas, Texas. So, long story short, I became the in-house photographer, meaning if we wanted to sign someone new, they would have practice shoots with me, which was cool because I still got to keep my name, which is Megapixel, and it would still have House on it. So my portfolio started building faster because it looked like I was working with all these girls back to back to back to back. Shout out to Ashley. And I started having to be at fashion shows. I had to work backstage at fashion shows. So it's like I started becoming really consistent and consistent and consistent. And it was just like, who is this Ryan kid and why is he everywhere? Yeah, it was quite some time and we had some adventures. I mean, we had at least 6, 7, 8, or 9 fashion shows. Like, it was crazy, but I learned so much. So House came to an end, and then I went back to being myself, and I had some downtime in between there because I was working and still in school, so you know how that goes. But then last summer, I had some interesting projects. I was more freelance last summer, but I did some cool stuff last summer, and I gained a little bit more attention and earned a little bit more respect because my output is consistent and I don't play, and I mean business, and I still have fun, so it all works out together in the end. But I don't know, like, yeah, so After I started doing my own thing last summer, I got more respect. And after I got the more like appreciated respect, um, my name for myself got even bigger because I was still at every single thing and I was producing like consistent work. I mean, I would go to fashion shows, I would go to art shows, and I would show love to all these people because, you know, I eat, sleep, and breathe art, and I just feel like sometimes there's some individuals that don't get a platform, and that's all I'm trying to create.